Hi everyone and welcome into this tutorial of painting the ice troll from Blue Dredge. As you can see, the plastic is very clean, so I don't take care about the preparation. I directly starts the paint job. I use a surface primer to push some blue-gray on the miniatures, and now I start with airbrush. I am going to push some red color on knee, elbow, face, and some part like that. Take care about the airbrush. You don't need to. It's going to be some very light shade, and as you can see, you need to have something very heavy at the beginning, and after with the next step we will make some shade. We are going to make it a little bit more flat. So let's start. I'm not going to talk all the video, but you can see all the step in order to be sure that you don't lose any step. Now I'm going to use some blue on the skin to push more shadow. The color I use is Pro color. I prefer this color because it's more easy to clean after paint the airbrush. As you can see, I try to only reach some shadow parts, so I don't take care about all the light parts. I use the blue on the base too, because it's an ice troll, so I want to use all steps to make the base in the same time. After this is okay, I'm going to use some flesh color. I don't remove all the blue inside my airbrush. In order to have some mix between a little bit of blue and my skin color. This step it's always a little bit more long. Take care about one thing. Every time you paint with airbrush, you need to focus on some parts and don't try to push all the color in only one step. It's like shades, and you are going to reach less and less parts to have a perfect gradient. Don't hesitate to support us on Kickstarter. We launched a Kickstarter Burnout. It's about miniatures, and this is a campaign to play miniatures, survive to the battle, and evolve step by step. So don't hesitate and support us. There are link just on this video. Now I'm going to add more pure skin color above the miniature, and all the parts who take the light. Step by step I'm going to reach less and less parts to have a good gradient and something with a light focus on only one point in every different kind of parts. You can see easily which point you need to push the light just by take care about how the light is going on your miniatures. When your miniatures is in plastic, it makes some reflection of light, and it's more easy to see in which direction you need to push your light. Now I am going to add more white color directly on the skin to push once again the lights on the miniatures. I use this white to push the light on the base and the big eyes in this hand. This part is very important because it's going to I'm using a different way the white on the base and on the skin. On the skin it's only a little point, but on the base and on the big rock of ice, it's going to be more a large use of white to really push the light and make a very different kind of aspect. So now I'm going to use my brush. I start to make some filter with some very dilute color. I start with Wolf Gray for my Mi Painter, and after that I will use more and more dark color to create a big contrast between the hair and the skin of the miniatures. As you can see, I use this for the hair on the body too. I just dilute a little bit more than previously, but I directly take care about the transition of paint. And now I'm going to use some ice blue for the different parts, as like the base and the rock of ice. I'm going to add some black under the base, just to take a look about the different kind of color and contrasts on the miniatures. The black is very natural color, so it's going to push up all my color on the miniature and on the base, and he push the contrasts on the ice and on every part of the miniatures. I'm going to use some flat areas on some parts, just to create something. This is the only color who is not directly going from the natural color of the miniatures, so it make a really clear difference between this color and all the work or the paint of the rest of the miniatures. I'm going to add more red on the first part. I have red at beginning. It's just here to make more contrast and to have something more with a better visibility. And for that, I had some red on knee. On every part, I make in red at the beginning, just to be sure it's going to be really red. I like to push some red color on noise because it seems like he's drunk or something like that, and it's always very cool on this kind of miniatures. As you can see, I push the color and I put it. I'm not going to push, but only to put this color to have a good contrast in this color. I'm going to make the same things with a blue, dark sea blue. I'm going to preserve my light on the bottom and push more dark in the hand of the parts of hair. By pushing this color, I create a contrast between the two different parts and create a better sensation of and a better visibility on the miniatures. I use more and more heavy color on the hand of the hair, as I explained, just to push more and more contrast. As you can see, I don't. I'm going to paint with wet colors and not dry color, just because it's more easy for the color to directly to have a better gradient, to have a better transition between these colors. After this step with dark sea blue, I'm going to use some black to contrast once again, and I use dark sea blue in some shade with my brush, as you can see, to create more shadow on the skin. I'm going to add some black after this step on the hand of hair, as I explained, just to contrast more between the finally the light skin and the dark hair. I'm going to use some elf flesh on the light just on the parts where I use some red color to add some contrast and light. As you can see, I just put some color on some points of light and not everywhere. It's important to have this contrast to make the eyes focus on just some little parts and not on all the body. So I'm going to push this light exactly in the place I want to focus the eyes of people who see the miniatures. More I paint and less I touch parts, so it's more and more quick, but I need to put more color and again to have something to have a color really intense. So I'm going to make the same step a lot of time to have a good intensity on my color and to have something who make a very good contrast. Once again, I come back with my red to push one more time a little bit this red color on the first red parts. I just need to find more intensity inside my paint, because when you are going to use airbrush, it's going a little bit, the transition can be perfect, but the result is a little bit flat. So now with paint we can see we have more volume and contrast. Now I'm going to use some it's ivory. It's not white, it's ivory. It's white with a little bit yellow. and I put some really small points of white on some parts. As you can see, on the hair, on the face, on the hair, and on some on the knee, and some part like that, just to focus the attention and to have something very clean and clear. At this moment, you need to focus and to if you're a little bit tired, don't make that step. Just wait and make it after, when you are a little bit more focused and concentrate on your work. As you can see, I put really small points of light, but it makes at the end a real difference and a real big contrast between the different color. I'm going to use this ivory on the base to create a sensation of ice by making some irregular steps. I'm going to use that to make something very different. I need some. We need to see some trace with my brush. I make some line and something like that, some imperfection to create this kind of effect. I'm going to use some ice blue color to add more contrast into the tattoo of the miniatures. So I'm going to push this color inside and use this color to make some transition if I need. It's make I use this on the base and some part of the miniatures to have some color in common between the two elements. It's an ice troll on ice, so. On the last step, I'm going to add more and more black and more white, but only on some on the hand of the on some parts like that, to create some contrast between hair and skin. I use some scaly green to create more transition and more new effects on the miniatures. I put it in the eyes to have some a more deeper effect. To finish the base, I'm going to use some special effects water. In fact, I use this to create some ice, but you can use some varnish, some brilliant varnish, to have the same kind of effect. So as you can see, I'm going to put this on the rock of ice and the base. The very last step is to add some pigment of white color on the foot and the hand. We don't really paint these parts with a real intensity, so this pigment is here to create something more realistic and to have an effect on this part. Thanks again for your attention. Don't hesitate to join us on the Kickstarter Burnout. It's going to be ending very soon, so it can be very cool if you can support us. See you and good paint.